Imagine walking into a room full of people and feeling calm, confident, and in control. Sounds nice, right? But for many of us, just the thought of social situations can make our hearts race and our minds go blank. But what if I told you that you don't have to feel that way? What if there's a way to ease that anxiety and feel more comfortable in your own skin? That's where Stoicism comes in. It's an ancient philosophy that's all about staying calm and clear-headed, no matter what life throws at you. And the best part? It's not just for philosophers or history buffs, it's for anyone who wants to live a better, more peaceful life. In today's video, I'm going to share 6 simple Stoic strategies that can help you overcome social anxiety. These tips are practical, easy to remember, and can make a big difference in how you feel in social settings. So, if you're ready to take control of your anxiety and start feeling more confident, stick around. Let's dive into these 6 strategies that can help you become the calm, collected version of yourself you've always wanted to be. Chapter 1. Understanding social anxiety. Social anxiety is something many people experience, and it can make everyday situations feel challenging. Imagine you're at a party and everyone seems to be chatting easily, but you feel nervous, like all eyes are on you. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and your mind keeps thinking, what if I say something wrong? This is social anxiety. It's the fear of being judged or embarrassed in social situations. But why does this happen? Social anxiety often comes from our deep need to be liked and accepted by others. We worry about what people think of us, and this worry can become overwhelming. It's natural to want to fit in, but when the fear of rejection or judgment takes over, it can stop us from enjoying life and connecting with others. This is where Stoicism can help. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. One of the key ideas in Stoicism is that we can't control what others think of us, but we can control how we respond to our thoughts and feelings. When you're feeling socially anxious, Stoicism suggests that you take a step back and question your thoughts. Are people really judging you as harshly as you think? Probably not. Most people are too busy thinking about themselves to pay much attention to others. Stoics remind us that our thoughts are just that, thoughts. They aren't always true, and we don't have to believe them. Another important Stoic idea is focusing on your own values. Instead of worrying about what others think, focus on being the best version of yourself. If you're kind, honest, and true to your values, it doesn't matter what others think. What matters is that you're living in a way that feels right to you. Stoicism also teaches us to accept things as they are. Social anxiety often comes from resisting the way things are, wishing we could control how others see us. But the truth is, we can't control others, and that's okay. When you accept this, you free yourself from the constant worry about what others might think. In the end, understanding social anxiety through Stoicism means recognizing that while we can't control the opinions of others, we can control how we respond to our fears. By focusing on what we can control, our own thoughts, actions, and values, we can start to ease social anxiety and live more peacefully. Chapter 2. The Stoic Dichotomy of Control. The Stoic dichotomy of control is a simple but powerful idea that can change the way we approach life. At its core, this concept teaches us to focus on what we can control and to let go of what we cannot. The Stoics believed that understanding this difference is the key to living a peaceful and fulfilling life. Imagine you're preparing for an important job interview. You can control how much you prepare, what you wear, and how you present yourself. But you can't control whether the interviewer will like you or if someone else might be more qualified for the job. The The Stoic dichotomy of control reminds us to focus our energy on the things within our control, like preparation and attitude, and to accept the rest as it is. The idea is simple: some things are up to us, and some things aren't. Our thoughts, actions, and choices are within our control, but the opinions of others, the weather, or past events are not. When we worry about things we can't control, we waste our energy and create unnecessary stress. Let's say you're stuck in traffic. Getting frustrated won't make the cars move any faster. The Stoic approach would be to accept that you can't control the traffic, but you can control your response to it. You might use the time to listen to a podcast, practice deep breathing, or simply enjoy a moment of calm. By focusing on what you can control, you can turn a frustrating situation into an opportunity for peace. The Stoics believed that by focusing on our own actions and attitudes, we can maintain inner calm no matter what's happening around us. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is okay. Instead, it's about taking responsibility for the things we can change and letting go of the rest. For example, if you're worried about how a friend will react to something you say, remember that you can't control their reaction. You can only control how you communicate your message, with honesty, kindness, and respect. Once you've done your part, the rest is out of your hands. The dichotomy of control teaches us to live with intention and to focus on what really matters. It encourages us to invest our energy in things we can influence, like our own thoughts, actions, and character. By doing this, we can lead a more peaceful and purposeful life. In the end, the Stoic dichotomy of control is a guide to finding balance. It's about accepting that while we can't control everything, we always have the power to choose our response, and in that choice lies our true freedom. Chapter 3. Practicing rational thinking. Rational thinking is a key part of Stoicism, and it's all about using your mind to make clear, logical decisions instead of letting emotions take over. The Stoics believed that by practicing rational thinking, we can better understand our thoughts, manage our emotions, and make wiser choices in life. Imagine you've had a tough day at work. Maybe your boss criticized your work, or a project didn't go as planned. It's easy to feel upset, angry, or even defeated. But before you let those feelings take control, Stoicism encourages you to stop and think rationally about the situation. First, ask yourself, what exactly happened? Did your boss criticize you because your work was bad, or was it just a stressful day for everyone? Was the project really a failure, or did it just not meet your high expectations? By breaking down the situation, you can see things more clearly. Next, consider what's within your control. Can you improve your work based on the feedback? Can you adjust your approach to the project next time? Rational thinking helps you focus on what you can do, rather than getting lost in what you can't change. Stoics also remind us to separate facts from feelings. Just because something feels bad doesn't mean it is bad. For example, if someone doesn't reply to your message right away, it's easy to feel ignored or rejected. But the rational response is to consider other possibilities. Maybe they're busy, or their phone is off. Rational thinking helps us avoid jumping to negative conclusions. Another aspect of rational thinking is questioning your own beliefs and assumptions. Sometimes we believe things that aren't true just because they feel true. For instance, you might think, "I'm not good enough," when you face a challenge. But is that really true, or is it just a feeling? By questioning these thoughts, you can challenge irrational beliefs and replace them with more balanced, truthful ones. Rational thinking also involves keeping things in perspective. When you face a problem, ask yourself, how important will this be in a week, a month, or a year? Often, things that seem overwhelming in the moment are less significant when we look at the bigger picture. This helps you stay calm and focused, even in difficult situations. In practicing rational thinking, the Stoics teach us to approach life with a clear, steady mind. It's about making decisions based on reason, not impulse, and seeing things as they really are, not as our emotions might paint them. By doing this, we can navigate life's ups and downs with more wisdom and inner peace. In the end, rational thinking is a tool that helps us live better, more thoughtful lives. It allows us to make choices that are in line with our values, rather than being driven by fleeting emotions. And in a world that's often chaotic, this calm, rational approach can make all the difference. Chapter 4. Building confidence through virtue. Stoicism teaches that true confidence comes from living a life based on virtue. Virtue, in Stoic philosophy, refers to moral excellence and living in harmony with nature and reason. According to Stoics, there are 4 main virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues guide us in making good choices and living a meaningful life. Wisdom is the ability to make the right decisions. It helps us understand what is truly important and what is not. By focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot, we avoid unnecessary stress and gain clarity. When we act with wisdom, we feel more confident because we know we are making choices that align with our values. Courage is the strength to face challenges and difficulties without fear. It is not about being fearless, but about confronting our fears with a calm mind. Courage helps us stay strong in tough situations and not give up. When we practice courage, we build confidence because we learn that we can handle whatever life throws at us. Justice is about treating others fairly and doing what is right. It means being honest, respecting others, and acting with integrity. When we live justly, we earn the trust and respect of others. This, in turn, boosts our self-confidence because we know we are contributing positively to society. Temperance is the ability to control our desires and impulses. It is about finding balance in our actions and emotions. When we practice temperance, we avoid excess and focus on what truly matters. This self-control gives us confidence because we know we are not swayed by temporary desires or distractions. By practicing these virtues, we build a solid foundation for true confidence. This confidence is not based on external factors like wealth, status, or appearance, which can change or fade away. Instead, it comes from within, from knowing that we are living a good and meaningful life. The Stoics believed that when we focus on virtue, we develop an unshakable inner strength that helps us face life's challenges with confidence and peace of mind. In summary, Stoicism teaches that confidence comes from living a life of virtue. By practicing wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we align ourselves with what is truly important, build inner strength, and develop a confidence that lasts. Chapter 5. The Power of Present Moment Awareness. Stoicism teaches that the key to a peaceful and fulfilling life lies in focusing on the present moment. The present is the only time we truly have control over, and by embracing it fully, we can find inner peace and clarity. The Stoics believed that much of our suffering comes from worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. When we worry about things that haven't happened yet, or regret things we cannot change, we lose sight of what really matters, the present. By concentrating on the here and now, we can free ourselves from unnecessary stress and anxiety. Present moment awareness means being fully engaged with what we are doing right now. It's about giving our full attention to each task, no matter how small, and finding value in the current moment. Whether we are working, spending time with loved ones, or simply resting, Stoicism encourages us to be present and appreciate each moment for what it is. This approach doesn't mean ignoring the future or the past entirely. The Stoics valued planning and learning from experience. However, they taught that we should do so without letting it disrupt our present state of mind. By focusing on the present, we make better decisions and respond more wisely to challenges. Practicing present moment awareness also helps us manage our emotions. When we are mindful of the present, we can observe our thoughts and feelings without getting overwhelmed by them. This allows us to stay calm and composed, even in difficult situations. We learn to accept things as they are, rather than wishing they were different, which reduces unnecessary emotional turmoil. Moreover, by living in the present, we can find more joy and gratitude in life. Instead of always chasing after future goals or lamenting past mistakes, we learn to appreciate the simple things that are happening right now. This shift in perspective leads to greater contentment and a deeper sense of fulfillment. In summary, Stoicism teaches that the power of present moment awareness lies in its ability to bring peace, clarity, and contentment into our lives. By focusing on the present, we free ourselves from the burdens of the past and future, manage our emotions more effectively, and find joy in the simple moments of life. Chapter 6. Reflecting on social interactions. Stoicism teaches that how we interact with others is a key part of living a virtuous and fulfilling life. Reflecting on our social interactions helps us improve our relationships and grow as individuals. By practicing mindful reflection, we can understand our actions better, learn from our experiences, and make better choices in the future. The Stoics believed that every interaction offers an opportunity to practice virtue, such as kindness, patience, and understanding. Whether we are dealing with friends, family, co-workers, or even strangers, our goal should be to act in ways that reflect our values and contribute to the well-being of others. After each interaction, it's helpful to take a moment to reflect on how we behaved. Did we listen carefully, speak truthfully, and act with respect? Did we remain calm and patient, even if the situation was challenging? By asking ourselves these questions, we become more aware of our actions and how they affect others. If we notice that we acted out of anger, frustration, or impatience, Stoicism teaches us not to be too hard on ourselves. Instead, we should view it as a learning experience. Every mistake is an opportunity to grow and do better next time. The Stoics believed that self-improvement is a lifelong journey, and each day is a chance to get closer to our ideal self. When reflecting on social interactions, it's also important to consider the perspectives of others. Stoicism encourages us to practice empathy, putting ourselves in the shoes of others to understand their feelings and motivations. This helps us become more compassionate and less judgmental, leading to stronger and more harmonious relationships. Another key Stoic idea is that we cannot control how others behave, but we can control our own responses. If someone treats us poorly, we can choose to respond with kindness and understanding rather than anger. By reflecting on our interactions, we can better prepare ourselves to handle difficult situations with grace and wisdom. Stoicism also teaches us to avoid seeking approval from others. Our goal should not be to please everyone, but to live according to our values. By reflecting on our interactions, we can ensure that our actions align with our principles rather than being swayed by the opinions of others. In summary, reflecting on social interactions is an important practice in Stoicism. By considering our actions, learning from our experiences, and striving to act with virtue, we can improve our relationships and grow as individuals. This mindful reflection helps us become more empathetic, patient, and resilient in our social lives. As we wrap up this journey into overcoming social anxiety through Stoicism, remember this: the power to change your mindset lies within you. The Stoics teach us that by focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, reactions, and actions, we can navigate any social situation with confidence and calm. The 6 strategies we've discussed are more than just tips. They are tools for transforming your approach to life. Whether it's accepting what you cannot change, preparing mentally for social events, or practicing self-compassion, each step brings you closer to mastering your social fears. But the real key is consistency. Just like the Stoics, who practiced these principles daily, you too can make them a part of your life. The more you practice, the more natural and effective these strategies will become. So, next time you feel the rise of social anxiety, take a deep breath, remember your Stoic tools, and step forward with courage. You've got this. If you found these strategies helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on Stoicism and living a more peaceful, empowered life. Let's keep building a strong Stoic mindset together. Until next time, stay strong, stay Stoic.